Hey YouTube, what is up? It's Rob. And that looks like a pretty good hand. I'm gonna play in a daily. I don't think I'm gonna have time to play in it this afternoon, but maybe tonight or definitely tomorrow. But I'll be playing in a daily soon enough, and I'm gonna change up my sideboard and stuff. Oh, I don't know what. I think that's that Nykthos green, they call that, or it's a ramp deck. They ramp into huge Timmies. So let's take a look. See what they got there. Oh, never mind. Yeah, oh yeah, it is. What is that? Tree emissary, fertile ground. Okay. Take away the emissary. Seems a bit slow to me. I mean, he's got a slow start. Hmm. There comes that World Eater thing. What was that? What did it do again? It's a 5/5. And when it becomes monstrous, it deals the damage. It's monstrous. Whatever. Who cares? Okay. Just put out the bridge, or do I go with a lily? Or do I... Yeah, I think I just put out the bridge. That's fine. He's in straight up top deck mode. Ugh, with this. Okay. Oh, I want to get that into play. Yeah. Sorry, dude, but your deck is not good against mine, really. Oh, come on, don't give up like that. Pansy ass. Alright, well, I mean, we know that that match is good for us, that mono green match, because they don't play early threats, they play early ramp, and that gives us turns to go in and, pick apart their hand. And their huge, fatty creatures just fall apart to Bridge and Liliana and stuff like that. So, right. It's a solid match. Just, this is the list I'm going to be testing. Something's going to change here, though. Now, I was looking. Let's see if I still have it up. No. Damn. I was looking at the daily results from finally we've got some post-ban tournament results to look at, and basically what you're seeing is a ton of pod. Now, the only thing is the pod that they're using is not using Court of Calling. Only one list I see had Court of Calling, and even that only had a couple copies. So Court of Calling has definitely come out of pod lists. And why do we care about that? Well, it prevents. You don't necessarily need to use Graph Diggers anymore to fight and hate on them, because Graph Diggers was able to prevent the creatures coming from graveyard and library, and actually, I guess we do need still the Graph Diggers. What was it? There was something about that I wanted to say. I can't remember. Whatever. I'm probably going to use Graph Diggers, is what I'm saying. The twin was almost gone. There was only one twin in the top 30 decks. There was only one twin, and also only one UR like Delver Tempo Master thing. So yeah, it was just basically Alzu. A couple affinities. There was a few, like maybe four or maybe 5 UB Fae, that's a fantastic match for us. So I want more of that. But it was there and people were using it. There was a few affinities, but it was mostly Zoo and Pod. That's pretty much the meta right now is Zoo and Pod. So we can adapt to and hopefully work against them. The pods decks that we're seeing were not Kiki pods; they were malaria pods. So you know we'll see how it goes. There's certain things that can fight against that. The Graph Digger's Cage, it hates on their persisting dudes. It hates on their pod. The other thing, oh, you know what it was? Okay, if they don't use Chord of Calling, you can use Pithing Needle instead of Graph Diggers because you name pod and then they can't fetch an answer. So Pithing Needle comes out, sooner than Torpor Orb, of course, but it also has use against in other matches. Now, there was only one Tron in the whole thing, so Tron we're probably not going to have to worry about anymore, which is fantastic because that's like, no matter what you do, the Tron match with A-Rag, it doesn't work. They don't care about what we're doing, and they just, au natural, turn 3 Karns and turn 4 Karns, and you can't stop them. So Tron is going away. Hooray! Um, there was a lot of blue in those Zoo decks that I saw. So anyway, so that's what's going on in the world of Magic and in how it applies to A-Rec. I think we're okay here. Our affinity match is fine. I don't have any problems with affinity, even with mono black version. And if you wanted to get cute with it, you can run black and red and just crush affinity all day long. But anyway, affinity match is fine for us. So if that stays in its normal popularity, we're fine with that. The zoo was split in, pretty evenly divided between small zoo and big zoo. So the small zoo being the bigger threat to us, and the reason why we might run Ratchet Bomb here. Big zoo being actually pretty easy to beat. If anyone who wants to try and go mid-range on us, we'll tear them apart. The super fast decks, they can get in before we can stabilize and do enough damage where their burns are all they need to finish you off. So that is a concern. Pods, I think we can come up with stuff. That's nothing new for us. I might have to put some Graph Diggers and stuff back in, but we'll see how it goes. All right, later, guys. Appreciate you watching.